The Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. It is located in Pisa, Italy, in a plaza known as the Piazza dei Miracoli, or Square of Miracles. The square also includes the city's cathedral and the baptistry. The tower is actually the freestanding bell tower or campanile for the cathedral. It was common in Italy for cathedrals to have separate bell towers, and the Tower of Pisa was begun in 1173. The tower is famous, of course, for its noticeable lean. It was intended to stand 185 feet tall, and although it never quite reached its full height, the tower's tilt makes it appear even taller from some angles. The tower leans because of the unstable, soft ground upon which it was built. The entire Square of Miracles is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. UNESCO called the square an unparalleled masterpiece of architectural art. The tower is one of the 7 wonders of the medieval world, and it continues to attract millions of visitors every year. Construction on the Tower of Pisa began in 1173. It was designed in the distinctive Romanesque style, with decorative arches and columns. The tower was built with white marble, which gleams beautifully in the Italian sunshine. Unfortunately, the tower began to lean almost as soon as it was built. The foundation was too shallow, and the soft ground beneath was unable to support the tower's weight. After the construction of the 3rd floor, work was halted and the tower was left unfinished for nearly 100 years. War with the nearby city of Genoa also played a part in the many delays in the tower's construction. The tower was originally intended to be much taller, but because of the constant threat of war, as well as the ongoing issues with the lean, the tower was ultimately topped off at just 8 stories. In 1272, construction began again under the supervision of architect Giovanni di Simone. Di Simone attempted to compensate for the lean by making the upper floors slightly taller on one side. While this did make the tower somewhat straighter, it also had the effect of making it curve slightly. Unfortunately, work on the tower had to be halted again in 1284 when war broke out once more with Genoa. During this time, the tower continued to settle into the soft ground. It is believed to have shifted a full degree during this time, making the lean even more prominent. Building work finally resumed in 1319, and the 7th floor was completed. The belfry, which would house the tower's bells, was finally added in 1372, over 200 years after construction first began. There are 7 bells in total, one for each note of the musical scale. The largest bell, cast in 1655, weighs an incredible 3.5 tons. The bells are still rung today on special occasions, and their peals can be heard throughout the city of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa has long captured the imagination of the world. Tourists flock to see it, and it has been featured in countless films, books, and works of art. However, the tower's lean has always posed a challenge to engineers. In the 20th century, the tower was in real danger of collapsing. In 1990, it was closed to the public, while engineers worked to stabilize it. The stabilization project involved removing small amounts of soil from beneath the leaning side of the tower. This work was successful in reducing the lean by 45 centimeters, and the tower was reopened to the public in 2001. Thanks to these efforts, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is expected to remain stable for at least another 200 years. It remains a popular tourist destination and a symbol of Italy's rich history and architectural ingenuity.